All right, family. All right, it's that time. It's the truth hour with General Sara Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. Got some fire tonight, family. Let me get all set up in here. Got some fire going down. That's right. I know I'm about to, get on your Christmas. I'm about to get on your Saturnalia. Yes, I am. I'm about to get on your Saturnalia tonight. About to get on your Saturnalia tonight. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com online marketplace, family. Online marketplace. Official General Sara Seti DVD lectures. Let me pull out a little bit. DVD lectures, classic and Jurassic t-shirts and hoodies. That's right. African and Kemetic jewelry for the family. We got necklaces, earrings, bracelets, cuffs for the men. We got finger rings. Of course, we got all type of medallions, African medallions. The red, black, and green Africa medallion with the Heru. We get everything that you ever wanted. You know what I'm saying? For your African royalty, you feel me? We got you. You see what I'm saying? We got the holistic tonics and remedies back on deck. Back on deck. You understand? Black Friday, they came in drinking tonics. You see what I'm saying? Back on deck. Organic immunity booster with the sea moss. Organic immunity booster with the sea moss, black seed, living bitter, the holy herbal tonic, black seed. Back on deck, family. Get with us. We also got home decor for the family, African accessories for every home in the house, living room, dining room, kitchen, bathroom. We got you. Get on over there and check us out, family. Class is 9 sessions, Seti University, generalseti.com, over 900 video presentation. Gonna drop some more on there tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? Just going in with the library of ancient wisdom from the General Sara Seti. And man, look here. They talking about the Akashic records. The Akashic records ain't got shit on Seti University. Advanced African academics. You feel me? Too raw for YouTube. And you understand? Seti with the master teachers, of course, and getting the information directly from the sources of the masterminds. You feel me? Freemasonry, ancient Egypt, occult, Nubia, India, Olmec. We got you. You understand? We deal with all type of occult. We dig into the mysticism of all religions, debates, all world religions, and video, radio interviews. I mean, the highlights from over 50 cities, ancient civilization, mythology, Black power, politics, economics. We got all of that. The complete General Sara Seti website. Join today. Get your ass in class. General Seti, keep it popping on Patreon. BPC, making noise. We never come. Exclusive live streams. Too hot to handle on YouTube. Tonight, just dropped the synagogue of Saturn, the Sabbat of Satan, and people seeing Saturn and a lot of them, and because this is the Saturnalia. This is the Saturnalia. You see? You niggas talking about Christmas and Christ ain't got shit to do with this at all. Nothing. Okay? So that's why you seeing, Saturn. I'm going to deal with it so you know what you working with. A lot of you niggas is blind, want to stay blind. You confused, want to stay confused. You see? You want to stay confused. But it ain't going to be on my watch. You're going to get that goddamn work over here, flat out. While niggas entertaining, because you've been possessed. And that's why a lot of people say, God damn, man, we talking this truth, and these people, they don't hear us. You know why they don't hear you, motherfucker? They possess. You see, you can't talk logic to no motherfucker whose spirit is in a cage. You see? Spirit has been detached from the cosmos. You can't talk logic to nobody like that. You got to go inside. You got to travel inside and go to work. You got to, they in a prison in the depths of their own soul. So you got to be able to travel in there and unlock that prison and let the soul out. You see? And that's what these people know how to do. You see it? Just like I say, goddamn it, a genie is trapped in a lamp. Some of you niggas is trapped in a book, and some of you niggas is trapped in your own soul. Your soul got a chamber in the center of it, nigga, and the core righteousness of your soul, nigga, is locked in, and it can't get out. You see? And so I got to travel deep, 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 deep down in the crevices of the African soul and unlock them chambers. And make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, General Seti, King Seti, Sara, Suten, Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video, a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment, comment, comment. Tell me how you feel. Just be respectful because I will ban your ass. Okay? Don't want to do it. Dropping tonight, Christianity, the hidden worship of Saturn. And then, matter of fact, where's the other one I'm going to get down? I'm going to get down on them Rothschilds. I'm going to get down on them Rothschilds tonight. Nah, you say, Seti, man, the Christianity, the hidden worship of Saturn. What is you talking about, Seti? Okay, we're going to work today. We're going to work. We're going to work. You see all them damn so-called Christians. Let me move out the way. Can I move out the way? Let me move out the way. God damn it. Who down there? Let me move that one out. I like to work. I like to work. Yeah, there you go. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get that one out of there. Oh, man, that old Rusty Biden. Goddamn Clinton, the Pope. Yeah, who that over there, though? Who that over there? Ain't that old? Oh, that's old Rothschild. Yeah. Oh, that's old Rothschild. Yeah, I'm going to show you. You understand what I'm saying, what I'm talking about today? You see, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about today. Let's work. Let's work. Okay, which one is it? It might be this one. Let me see. No, that ain't it. It might be. Yes, it is. Here we go. Now, even to fly along. Number one, it said that God is a spirit. Don't look like no goddamn spirit to me. Okay, look like the manifestation of a man. Okay, so when you look at most manifestations of God, they are all in the image of Saturn Kronos. Period. Who is the primordial European Caucasoid god. Okay? Saturn, Kronos. Now, in Greece, he's referred to it as Kronos, the crown. Okay? The crown. And in Rome, which came after Greece, he's Saturn. You see, and the attributes combined, you'll see manifestations of what was adopted from these more ancient traditions amongst the Europeans into Christianity, which is nothing but Serapis worship. But you got to understand, as you create another cult, you understand you usurp the older cult. You absorb the attributes of the older cult. You see? And so you see right there, and so as you see Kronos, his son was who? Zeus. Oh, Jesus. Hey, Zeus. You see, it's not a coincidence. You see, it's not a coincidence that when you look at the story is goddamn near identical. You don't want to deal with it. Nigga, that shit is Serapis worship is nothing more than the worships of Zeus. They didn't manipulate the story, recreated another story, but used some of the same deities, called them something different. But now we clearly have pulled back the veil, and you're going to see that the veil is also a symbol that is dealt very seriously in this, when we dealing with Chronos and Saturn and this man that they call Jesus, which is a fake Serapis. You know, they always wear that hood, and the hood is the veil. You see, even the mummified child Christ, the swaddling, he's wrapped up like a mummy. You understand? That means a cult. That means secrecy. That means that you have to be it's a mystery. You know, it's mysteries, which means you have to be initiated. It's not going to be revealed to you out in the open. You see, it's not going. So if you're reading the face for, for you reading that shit for face value, you know already, and that's what they want. That's what they want from you. You see? And so when you look, even here, when you see, you say the image of God, you see Jesus down there is the image of Saturn. Okay, older man. You see, with with a old, a raggedy beard and shit. Ain't, you know what I'm saying? Long beard, white beard. This is who he, Gandalf from the Lord of the Ring, is that image of Chronos, Odin. Any of the elder gods, Odin, Saturn, even Jupiter and Zeus. You see, even Jupiter and Zeus. And so one of the attributes is, and when we look at the attributes of Saturn, you see, he's the Lord of the harvest. You see, that's why you're going to see Saturn with what? The sickle. You see him with the sickle, the Lord of the harvest. He's also the Lord of abundance, wealth. You see, he's the Lord of abundance and wealth. It's because it said that Saturn ruled Rome during the Golden Age. You see, so when they had the Saturnalia, this is like, the celebration of returning to the Golden Age of Rome. You see? Returning to the Golden Age. And so, he's also the reaper, but you see him wearing the hood. You see, he's wearing the hood. That means that it's a mystery. What do I mean? It's an institution of initiation and secrecy. So many of these gods and goddesses were, they were a mystery institution, very similar to what like the Masons is today, where you have to be initiated in to get the secrets of the institution. So there's a veil, you see, or like I said, the hood or a shroud, you see, or a shroud. And so Jesus co-opted a lot because Saturn is the reaper. He's the reaper. He was also referred to as the sower, the one who plants the seeds. All of these would be, attributes that will later be adopted by Jesus. Okay. Now it says in the heart Revelations 14 verse 15 through 16, it said the harvest of the earth. And another angel came out of the temple crying out with a loud voice to him who sat on the cloud, put in your sickle and reap again. And for the hour to reap has come. And even then you got to break the wordage down. Hour. Now we already just said that Chronos is time. You see? Chronos, chronology, time. He's father time. So you got to listen. So all of them, the sickle, that's Saturn. You see, the reaper, the grim reaper, father time, that's Saturn, Chronos, the hour. You see, all of those, the reap, the sickle, the hour, the harvest, all of those are his attributes. You see, long before some Jesus. You see, and I'm gonna show you that and them Christians understand that. And then it says 16, then he, Jesus Christ, so they say, who sat on the cloud, swung his sickle over the earth, and the earth was reaped. Okay? And the earth was reaped. Let's go down. Let's deal with some of this. because I'm just beginning this season. You see, Matthew 24. Now listen to this. Listen to this. See, this is Jesus. Okay, this ain't, who you think he talking to when he calling up to his father. Who is his father? That's what we got to find out. Who is his father? Matthew 24:36. But about the day, because they asked him, they said, when you coming back? Jesus, when you coming back, brother? You say you coming back, you're going to die, you're going to resurrect, and you're going to come back, and it's going to be a rapture. And they asked him, they say, when are you coming back? And you know what he said? But about that day, or hour, no one knows. Not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father knows the day or the hour. Chronology, chronos, time. You see? You understand? Only the Father. So he ain't no God. He's not God. He's not the immortal God that y'all believe, because he lacks knowledge in things. God supposed to be immortal, but he lacks the knowledge of his own return. So he's not even the author of his own return. The Father is and that is the one who is the master of time. Chronos. You see? And see, it all adds up, you see? When you start breaking, because it's not just one thing. It's multiplicities of things that just all add up and prove beyond any doubt. Jesus, Jesus, the son of Saturn. Now, and we see here, even the physical representation and image of Jesus is Zeus. You see? That's what it is. Now, when we start looking at hooded gods with staffs. So when you look at Jesus with the hood, and you see right there, Saturn right there, you see, you also even see Odin, which is older than Jesus with the hood. Now, Odin was called Grimnir, which means the hooded one, and he was a shapeshifter. Odin would change and he would become somebody else and go amongst the people, and they would never know who he was. And so even when you look at, Father Christmas to the right, he was before Santa. These are all manifestations of Kronos. Odin, you see, Odin. And so majority of the European cultures, especially that come up out of that northern, the elder gods, were old men with beards, you see. And so again, when you see the hood, that's a veil. It's just like a veil, which means there's some mysteries that's dealing with that, And Jesus, he talked about that. Matter of fact, where is that at? Let me see. Let me see if I got it right here. Is that it right there? He talks about the parables, the parables. See, that show you right there when he started talking about the parables. He was telling them then that it was a mystery. You see, he was telling them then that it was a mystery. Let me see if I got it right here. Let me see if I got it right here. Where's that one about the mysteries? Here it is, right here. Right here. Bingo. And see, this is what people got to understand. When you see, let me get it up there. I don't know how I skipped over them right there anyway. It's like I skipped over some. Okay. Back in the house. Skip over some? No, I didn't get to. Okay, no, it looked like us. Well, it must be on the. Okay, Matthew 13:9, verse 9 through 13. Nah. And it says, he who have ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, talking to Jesus, because they knew that they didn't even understand what the fuck he was talking about. You see what I'm saying? And they ask him, they say, why speakest thou to them in parables? You see, because he teach in parables. And he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. So that right there should let you know that the book itself is a book of parables. You see? And so they're going to talk and say things that going to be above a lot of people, majority of the people. And so if you don't have a learned one who understands these mysteries and can explain, nigga, you reading for face value. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. You don't know nothing. I love God. And nigga, come on, nigga. Deal with something deeper than that. You see what I'm saying? You in here reading this shit for face value. You don't understand the mysteries. And the first thing you got to understand is understand that everything is not face value. You got to say, let me think deeper. And not only just think, but yeah, you start with your own logic. You understand what I'm saying? But then you have to get to a teacher that really has dealt with that information and can lead you down a path where you could do greater research and bring a greater understanding. And it says, for whosoever have to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever have not, from him shall be taken away even that which he have. Therefore I speak to them in parables, because they see and see not, and heareth they hear not, neither do they understand. And that it's only saying that y'all motherfuckers is being fooled and misled by little parables, little fables, and you understand, little myths and shit. And you niggas that's all you do. You nothing but sheep. You flock. You see, that's all you is, and you ain't looking to the deeper information. Some of us, not everybody, okay, not everybody. And those who know and understand, don't take it personal. You take it personable, take it personable. When you throw a motherfucking rock into the pack of dogs, the one that holler was the one that was hit. That's how it go. And so when you look at these guys, they also, have staffs. And that in itself is a source of mysticism. You see, men that carry staffs were either considered mystics. You see, they were considered mystics, and the staff in many instances is very similar to a wand. Okay? And I showed on, and I'll show it again in upcoming very soon, where many instances they show Jesus, and here I go, and they show Jesus with a wand. You see, and more than once they show him with a wand, as he was some type of sorcerer. Okay, and so you see Gandalf, a sorcerer, Jesus, a sorcerer. What did the Jews accuse him of? Sorcery. They accused him of sorcery, and they themselves are sorcerers. You see? And so again, here you see old and grim near. So you see them with the hood, they all the same. You see? They all the same manifestations. But you got to understand that Jesus is the youngest. So you can't say that this God took from Jesus. You got to understand that these peoples is Romans, they Vikings. You got to understand, number one, they're coming from Britain, and I keep going over that and over and over. And when I say that, Britain was a colony of Rome for over 400 years. And when I say that America is an extension of Rome, or that America is Rome today, a lot of people think that is allegory. It's not allegory. It's a direct link to Rome. Okay? And so you got to understand when I talk about the Saturnalia, y'all don't want y'all to conceive that I'm being allegorical, that this festival that was practiced in Rome, and you know what I'm saying, has no connect, because you got to understand that Rome had conquered all of Europe. The holidays was practiced in the various colonies. So they practiced Saturnalia in Britain for over 400 years. That's what the root, you understand, that gave them the root. And then they intertwined it with the Druids and the Celtic religion, and they intertwined it with the Viking, the Germanic tribe. So you got three mixtures in there, dominant mixtures: the Roman, you understand, the Celtic, and the Viking. You see, and you can see the Vikings were the last ones to come in. And so you see the days of the week, the majority of them are Viking gods. Tuesday, T-wise. You got Wednesday for Odin, the man that you see right there. You see? You got Thursday for Thor, Thursday. Then you got Friday for Frigga, the mother of Thor. Saturday is Saturn. Now that's shows you the dominance of Saturn, because out of all the days that they did not change, they left Saturday the same. That shows you the dominance. And all these so-called Christian fucking nations, they still revere these gods because they have not changed the fucking days of the week. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You see? What are you talking about? They have not changed it. And so I was sitting here and I was going over and I was thinking to myself, I say, damn, I want y'all to ponder on this shit. We got to ponder on this shit today. Let's ponder this. Let's ponder this. Let's throw this out here. People got to understand that the Romans, for a long time, they only had 10 months. Okay? They only had 10 months. They didn't have no January. They didn't have no February. The first month was March. The first month was March. So when you look and listen to the months, you see September. You see Octo, 8, October. Okay, Novum, 9, November. Decem, 10, December, 10. So if you start with March, the months for the Romans fall chronologically, numerically correct. You see, March, you start March 1, March, April, May, June, July, August, 7, September, October 8, November 9, December 10. They fall new, starting with March. But see, then they came along and added January, added February. Now, they put January at the beginning of the year, and February wasn't the second month. They had February at first at the end of the year. You see? Now, you think about it. I want you to think about this. I want you to add this shit up for any motherfucker out there that don't like it. Let's go back when they only had 10 months. And the winter months was considered, it was basically timeless. They didn't even have no months in the winter. You see? So obviously the solstice wasn't even marked. Okay? They didn't even have a month during the time of the fucking solstice. You see? They didn't even have a fucking month at the time of the goddamn it, December was, if you start, listen to me. You see what I'm saying? If you start, and that's just, if you want to assume that March is in the place of, but you cannot assume that, because of course they didn't have no And so March, and we don't even know how the fucking calendar went, missing 2 months. So they only had, 305 days in their year. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, Jesus, so you couldn't even, they didn't have the solstice mark, and they didn't have no, no months. December would have been the 10th month. So meaning it would be technically what October is. You see? If but you can't even say that because they didn't have no fucking months in the winter. So it could be March. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how the fuck it went. You see, you just assuming, you just assuming that that's how it went. You know what I'm saying? So just say, for instance, March is where January being the first month. You see what I'm saying? Then December would be where fucking September, October would be. You see what I'm saying? They didn't have no money in the winter. That's what they said. You see? So how in the fuck is you going, you keep moving these months around and shit. And so finally, when they did add January and February was the end month. So when they did, so that means that February would be where December is now. Okay, so then Jesus wasn't born on December 25th. He was born on February 25th. Until they moved February between January and March. Okay? So he would have been born in February. Okay? And so they moved February between January and March when they added it. You see? So, we got to understand how this shit go. And then before they added January and February, it started with March and ended in goddamn December. So they left the damn winter months vacant. They didn't have no months for it. So the solstice wasn't even marked on the goddamn calendar. Wasn't no goddamn months. Y'all niggas better wake the fuck up. Y'all better wake up. They didn't add them months until they, and then they was on a lunar calendar. On top of that, they was on a fucking lunar. They was still fucking with the calendar up into Pope Gregory in the fucking 7th. They didn't get the shit right into the 17th century. They had all that shit that they had from Julius Caesar up into the 17th century. They had to discard all that shit and come with the Gregorian calendar in the 17th century. Okay, that's when they, got on the 365 day, and straighten that shit out. Which really what it was the Egyptian calendar all along. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't got back on with because you never seen the Africans had mapped that, the astrological aspect, they had mapped that out to a T. You see what I'm saying? So they never was in the predicament that the European was in. You see, they were never in that predicament. Okay, so I just had to throw that out there to y'all. You see, I had to throw that out there to y'all. That, they didn't even have no goddamn solstice or no goddamn, no 12th month. They didn't have no damn 11th or no damn 12th month. That shit ended with goddamn December. You understand? Which, without the, the other 2 months, December would be ending what goddamn October is today. If you move March to January and count forward, December would be what fucking October is. Unless you assuming, but I'm not going to assume because it clearly stated that they left the winter month, the winter time vacant. They didn't have nothing. They just left it vacant. They considered it a time of void. You see what I'm saying? Now, you see here. You see Saturn coming through. You see on his chariot and you see him with the wheat. You see, to show you that he's the reaper. You understand? He's the reaper. Now you got Jesus, who has usurped, the traditions of the old man. So just like Zeus usurped, you know, Kronos, Kronos had usurped his father, Uranus. So you see, they all usurping each other. And so Jesus has usurped. Now you can't even get to the Father. You got to go through him. He usurped his damn father. When you look at it, you see, he usurped his father. And so now, this is something that's also clear. You know, when you look at Bacchus, who was a grandson of Saturn, and you see the grapes, and you see the now when you talk about the Eucharist, and you know what I'm saying, that's coming from Ptolemy the Fifth, or Ptolemy Epiphanes Eucharistos. So the Epiphany, and if you go look him up, Ptolemy the Fifth, Epiphanes Eucharistos. So the Epiphany is also in his name. The Epiphany is when the Christ is supposedly manifested himself to the world. And so the Epiphany is when the three wise men come to see Jesus, acting activity. That's the Epiphany. Okay, and they have other things, but that's the image of the Epiphany, which is January the 6th. You see, which is January the 6th. And the Eucharistos is the chalice, the commune, the ritual, the ritual of wine. And when they give you, in the Catholic Church, when they give you the bread, and the bread is a circular in image of the sun. That's what it is. That's what it is. This is my body. This is my blood, so on and so forth. And they give you the grapes. That's Bacchus. Okay, because every time when you look at the Eucharistos, they always show you at the bottom the grapes. You see, now when reading the 16 crucified saviors, Bacchus was one of those. Dionysus. You see what I'm saying? So Dionysus and so Jesus, in many of his, you see him changing water into wine, and so on and so forth. And, and so this is one of his attributes. And so he's also Bacchus. Even as a child, when I showed you in the other one, wait a minute, do I got that one in there? I don't know if I got that one in there or not. There it is. There it is right there. There it is. Let me drop that one on in there. I'm going to have to get on over here to these Rothschilds. So you see Bacchus, baby Bacchus, and you see him drinking the wine and shit. And you see right there the so-called baby Jesus, Serapis. You understand? With the chalice, the Eucharist. You see? The Eucharist. So when you look at, you're talking about Saturnalia or the winter solstice on the 25th, and I'm gonna get down to that one too. You understand what I'm saying? When you look, this is Saturn, you see him, this is at Pompeii. You understand what I'm saying? So this is long, before some Jesus. So you see even how he got he got that shroud on and shit, and you see that they have only drawn and, re-engineered and shit, many frescoes and many statues of these Roman deities, and they didn't made these images of this Jesus. They are only recreations of the older deities. You see? So when you see him right there, look, it's no goddamn different. You see, when you see him here, you know what I'm saying? He's in the image of Saturn. That's what he's in the image of. You see? And I did that one already. And so again, and this is just the beginning. So when you talk about, you see right there, you see the mummified child. You see, that's a shroud. That's a veil. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you see Harpocrates, which was the Serapis child, when they came in, he, just like they removed Osiris and added Serapis. Then they brought in the Greco Isis, and then they replaced the African child Horus with Harpocrates, which ain't nothing but a Serapis Bacchus that they put in place of Horus. You see, and you see him right there. He always have his finger to his mouth, which was a symbol of secrecy or mystery. That when you come in the temple, that you to be silent. You see, and what you learn, you to be silent. So when you look at, this little boy with his finger to his mouth, and you will see Bacchus will steal some of those traits. And when you see the swaddling of the child, you got to understand that that's a symbol that it's a mystery. You see that there's something deeper than just face value. You see, because you got to understand that this is the solstice. And so it's the sun. And so what you got to understand, the sun at this time was looked at as a child. You see, was looked at as a child. You see him right here. That's the Serapis that then come in and tried to take over. You see, that's the Serapis. But the critical thing is that right there is Zeus to the right. Kronos. And that's Hera, Zeus' mama, handing a swaddling. You see, but it's a stone. He think it's Zeus and he swallows it in. You see what I'm saying? But his mother had already taken him off to Crete. You know what I'm saying? And hid him in a cave. And if you go into the lost books of the Bible, you will see in there that, Jesus was also hid in a cave. And if you go into the church of the Nativity in Bethlehem, you will see in the grotto down in the church, it's a cave. Man, y'all motherfuckers better wake up. You better wake up. You better wake up. It's a mystery. That means not that you got to understand, that you got to look at it, read what you're going, and understand that there's something deeper. So don't stop there. You got to go and do greater research. You see, you got to go. And so when you look at Kronos eating his children, and Jesus had to flee, Zeus had to flee. You see, both of them hiding in caves. In the story of Jesus, Herod is Kronos, who commits infanticide on the children up under 2, you understand, looking to kill the Messiah, who was there to take his position as the king of the Jews. Christianity is the worship of Saturn. That's what it is. Chrono. With mixture of other Egyptian, you see, the Egyptian, the solar worship, but the physical images of that Greco-Roman shit, that's nothing more than the Roman deities, the Greek deities. And so when you understand that the Jews are Romans, the Serapis, these are Romans. Even the goddamn Arab is nothing but a Cro-Magnon Neanderthal closely connected to them Romans. You see, and that's why when you go into Islam, Alexander the Great is a prophet. Go look it up. They called him the Horned One. They call Alexander the Horn because he was trying to imitate Amen and put the ram's horns on his head. Or was he? Wait a minute. And I'm about to get out of here because I got to get on these Rothschilds. I'm going to show you something. You see? I'm going to show you something real quick. Was he trying? Or wait a minute. Let me get that one. Man, if I can get that one. Yeah, I'm getting these motherfuckers together. I got firepower. You understand what I'm saying? The next time I pull up, I'm going to be even more vicious. Straight up. I'm going to have my way this season. I'm damn motherfuckers to say something. Straight up, I'm gonna have my way. You understand? Period. I don't want to hear nothing. I'm rolling over motherfuckers. Straight up. Where is that one image of Saturn? They showing. Man, I got some cold-blooded shit. This is just the first video. I'm gonna find that one. I'm gonna have my way. You know what I'm saying? I was just gonna touch on Christianity today. But I tell you what, when I pull up this next time, I'm gonna have that one first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to manifest that in actuality, that was Chronos. There it is. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Here it is, right here. You see, Chronos. Chronos, and they showing with the horn because Pan and Chronos, Pan is an attribute of Saturn. That's why Capricorn is in the house of Saturn. You see, so you see him right there, and then you see all them images of even Moses. You see, and I didn't even show those, but I'll show them the next time. You see Moses. Where's Moses is? Let me show y'all a couple. I ain't gonna get away from like that. Where's that one? I'm gonna show y'all. I ain't gonna get away. Oh, okay. Here go one. Just in the occult. You see, let me pull that down. Where is that? Where did I drop it in there? Oh, there it is right there. Okay. I'm like, damn, where'd it go? Okay, now this is in the occult. Now this is Solomon. Hold on. This is Solomon right here. You see how they show Solomon with the horns? You see? Show how, they show. Let me go on and put that in effect. You see? Saturn. That's who he is. Let me put that in the back so you can see it. See? That's Saturn. That's who it is. So anytime in a deeper thing when I'm dealing, see, El was also Saturn. When you talk about the Canaanite god El, Baal, Haman, they all Moloch, where they fed the children to Moloch, and Baal, Haman supposedly, they put trumped up charges on the Carthaginians and say they fed they children to Baal, Haman, and El was also an attribute of Saturn. And so when you say Emmanuel, you see, Emmanuel. El, Saturn. So that's why they don't call his name because they figure, goddamn it, after a while, after you do the research and find out that El is goddamn Saturn, then you're going to see that Saturn is in the name of Jesus. Because it said that his name would be Emmanuel. It never said that his name would be Jesus. If you read the goddamn scripture, it said, and you shall call his name Emmanuel. And then Joseph woke up and said, and they named him Jesus. I say, well, goddamn, they just said his name was going to be Emmanuel, and then the motherfucker woke up and named him Jesus. I say, well, what the fuck is that? What happened? You see, Emmanuel. And then and through all the book, let me get out of here because I can go on and on and on. I'm about to do it. You know what I'm saying? You can go on Bethel, the house of El, the house of Saturn, Israel, Michael, Gabriel, Elohim. You see El, Saturn. Wake up, family. We just getting started. We're going to get over here on this Rothschilds and we're going to keep going now. It's Saturnalia now. The Yule Matrix. And it's going down this weekend, Sunday. I'm doing Holiday Holocaust, the Yule Matrix. Man, this right here is a snack. You understand what I'm saying? This right here gonna be a snack right here. I'm gonna be in full force, And by the time it get down to New Year's, man, it's gonna be fire. I'm gonna have my way with any motherfucking scholar out here, any organization. Man, I'm gonna be a terror to these holidays this year, all the way into Lupercalia. I'm gonna have my motherfucking way. So you motherfuckers take them little scrolls you niggas got and stick them up under your bed some goddamn way, where until at least March, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Then you can bring them motherfuckers back out and lie to yourself. But from now, motherfucker, to Lupercalia, nigga, y'all niggas stay in the dark, nigga. Stay out of the way. Because I will have my way. I want to thank y'all. I'm about to get on these Rothschilds and I'm going to show you some shit. I'm going to show you some shit. Don't go nowhere. Come right black. We in the house. This is the General Sara, Suten, Seti. Click that link. Be in the house this Sunday and get that smoke. This is the General saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.